Geniuses, I'm so happy that we're together again, and this time we're going to make what everybody loves, slime. Slime is a polymer. Poly means many. Polymers are like a strand of pearls. That's why science and girls go together so well. A strand of pearls, and they are connected just like this, end to end, okay? So get your slime container out, right? It's called Galaxy Goo. It's right on the top here. The instructions are as well. Okay, now I'm going to open it up, and that's what I want you to do. Open it up, and inside your slime kit, you should have something that looks like this. It moves around a little easier. It's called liquid starch. We used cornstarch when we use our oobleck, but this time we use a liquid starch for our slime, okay, our polymer. It is a polymer. Liquid starch is a polymer. Then we're going to take our white heavy glue, liquid glue, and it too is a polymer. We got a little stirring stick in there. If it's of color, then this color will probably come off on your into your kit here. Okay, you probably have a wider one like this. You could have a thinner one like this. It doesn't matter. We just need to stir it, and I'll show you what we're doing. You need to have some water. Get some water and have that with you. Now, before you even get started, I have on my lab coat, okay? You need to have on your lab apron, all right? So, the first thing I do is I gently and slowly open up my white liquid glue. I'm going to adjust this so that you're looking at me with this. And I'm going to take this and pour it into my container. Okay? And I'm going to be as neat as possible with this, and I'm going to pour it all in there. The next thing I'm going to do, remember I told you needed to have some water. I'm going to take a water and I'm going to fill this little cup up. This is about a 1 ounce container. My glue was also 1 ounce. So right now I have a 1-to-1 ratio of these two substances. I'm going to pour this into here. And I am going to stir it using my little craft stick here, colored craft stick, until I have a substance that can barely be separated. I don't know where the water is or when the glue starts and when the water stops. It becomes what we call homogeneous. And I just keep stirring and stirring. And take your time with it. You don't have to be, it doesn't have to be something you do rapidly, because you want it to be as smooth as possible as you continue to pour this through. Work this through. Okay, and you just keep stirring and you keep stirring and you keep stirring and you keep stirring. Now the next thing you gotta do, once you get that homogeneous, nice homogeneous substance going, okay, you're gonna add your liquid glue. Your liquid starch. You've already poured your liquid glue into the container. And so you're going to add now the liquid starch to the homogeneous water and glue mixture. Little at a time, or you can do it a lot at a time. You can dump it all at once. We'll just have to compare and see what we come up with. And so I'm going to pour mine in here. I do it different ways sometimes because I'd like to see, is there really a perfection, a way to perfect this? I don't know. So it's looking kind of good. And it's starting. And I just keep going. And the more you stir, you're also removing some of the air in the mixture. Oh. This is interesting. I think I got good slime here. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, yeah. Now this is where you're just going to have to get messy and put your fingers all in it. And that's what you want to do. And that's the beauty of science. It's messy. Now do not put this in the dog's hair. Don't put it in your own hair. Don't put it in your little sibling's hair. Okay? But that's some good slime right there. Woo! Look at that. Okay? And so you can continue to do that. I'd say test it a little bit after you do it. Play with it in your hand, stretch it out, see what it does. And then maybe close it back up. Put your top back on it. Put it in the refrigerator or the freezer for a day. Go look at it tomorrow and see what happens. How does it freeze? Does it break up if you stretch it and it's in the frozen state? Maybe at that point you also let it do a little thawing. And maybe at that point you decide, or you really determine if the substance changes as a result of the temperature extremes that you imposed upon it. Okay? Your workbook will have some fun stuff mentioned in there as well. But thank you, geniuses. Have fun with your slime.